Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Now, I want to clear up some questions that a lot of people have over the last video. If we are buying AMC, are we hurting the Moass? And I want to go over what has really been going on over the past year with AMC stock. And we're going to jump straight into it. So the running rumor is if you're buying AMC, you're letting the market makers issue as many IOUs as they want, and they're just diluting the stock and keeping your money, which may or may not be the truth. That is a theory. The fact is the facts, and I say that in big air quotes because this is the facts as far as we know, right? That the only way they can issue IOUs is if there is an insane amount of options like we've seen back in January and back in June, and there is a contractual obligation to deliver shares that don't necessarily exist. And then after that, they have 35 days once those failure to delivers are deemed failure to delivers to deliver those shares. That is the fact. Who knows if that's actually what happens? Nobody knows. That's why nobody is right, nobody is wrong in this whole situation. Now, this rumor is gaining a lot of traction for a couple different reasons, but the main one I would go as far as to say is because last time we had the shareholder count, we owned 80% of AMC as retail investors. And if we've been consistently buying and holding on top of institutional investors and insider shares, how has the Moass not happened? And that's where I want to bring you guys to the chart. And these are totally estimates, but we know there was a lot of traders in AMC since January through June, probably till about September, October. That's where you started to see some traders exit as a lot of these other stocks started to make big moves, go up 100% on any given day. If you were all in on AMC, you started to sell some of your AMC to buy these other stocks. And I know people that were doing that. So I would go as far as to say that throughout January and June, maybe 50% of people were actually buying and holding AMC and have not sold a single share. The other 50% were only in this for a trade, and that's why we've seen this really high volume for a really long time, is because people were in and out of the stock. They were trading the stock, whereas that other 50% were buying and holding. So if that was the case, the buy and holders really only owned about roughly 40 to 50% of the outstanding shares. And ever since these traders have been exiting the stock, every time the hodlers, the true hodlers, have been buying the stock, has made that value actually go up. So I think now we are at about 80% of apes that are holding onto the stock. And I think that's why we've been seeing these very low volume days, because if we do truly now own 80% or even more of the total outstanding shares with people that are truly holding onto the stock, that means that there is less shares available to be traded. This works the same way as another stock I called out on the live stream last night, Longeveron, that went from $3 up to $45 over the past couple of trading days because their float only has 3 million shares available. Before that big rally, they seen 100,000 in volume for the day because people were actually holding on to the stock. They were not trading the stock before it started to go insane. And we're at that same moment, I think, right now. It's took a while to get the traders out of the stock. Now we are condensing the flow. So as long as we hold on to our shares, forget buying. I don't care if you guys buy, I don't care if you hold, I don't care if you sell. But as long as we just hold the stock, that is the most important thing, because eventually those traders will come back into the stock and cause the stock price to go insane. It doesn't matter if we continue to buy as much as it matters as we continue to hold. Because to be honest with you guys, if we were only seeing 18 million for volume on Wednesday, on Tuesday we only seen 27 million for volume. That's, if I were to imagine all the retail investors out there that are buying and selling, let's say 50%, let's say 9 million people bought, 9 million people sold on Friday. I think that's reasonable to say that that's just your average people buying into the stock on any given day. No trading is involved at the current moment. So we have effectively constricted the free float. Now there's very little shares available to actually be traded. So that is the key thing. entertain the rumor if you want, hold the stock if you want, buy the stock if you want, sell the stock if you want. I really don't care. The biggest thing, the only thing that really does matter is if we hold onto the stock. Now, if people stop buying, we will see the price go down a little bit. So as a lot of people start holding, the price will go down a little bit. Just know that there is going to be a slight consequence to just holding on to the stock. It's not going to make the stock instantly go crazy. Who knows? I could be wrong. The rumor could be wrong. Who knows at the current moment? But the biggest thing to know is that division of apes. That's the thing that is really bad. And I'm sure I'm not going to be the only one that is going to acknowledge this. I'm sure other people on YouTube are going to acknowledge this rumor, because how can you not, right? It's saying don't buy AMC, and a lot of people are commenting on other videos. They're trying to push this, and feel free to do that. But I don't think it matters too much at the current moment. If you want to buy the stock, sell the stock, whatever. Do what you guys want to do. But don't divide other people. Don't argue with other people. Show love to your fellow apes. We're all here for the same reason, to make a ton of money. And eventually that's going to happen regardless who buys, who sells, who holds. Doesn't matter when it comes down to it. But that is basically the scope of the situation. That is the IOU facts, big air quotes, that we know, and the rumor that is being said. That is what has been going on with AMC stock as far as the charts and the volume and what that is telling me. And it's very bullish that we have remained at these elevated prices as the traders have left. And that gives me confidence, and it should give you confidence in the rest of the apes that are currently in this community, that they are buying and holding the stock. Because we know the last thing we need right now to cause the Moass is going to be the volume that comes into the stock. People could say the cost to borrow, people can talk about all this other stuff, but it doesn't matter. All it matters is restricting that free flow like we are doing currently, making it so there's less shares available to actually be freely traded, and then to see that volume come in as we continue to hold the stock. That is what makes a short squeeze. That is what is happening right now. So we are set up to make massive moves here, I imagine, by the end of the year. But it's really hard to tell. And like I said, don't divide apes, show love, spread positivity, and feel free to debate these things. But when it comes down to it, we're all in this for the same reason. So that is basically what I wanted to go over with you guys. Just acknowledge these three main things, and don't get too carried away with the rumors. Do whatever you guys want to do. Nobody's going to tell you what to do with your position. But hit that like button for me. Consider subscribing to the channel. You guys enjoy your Thanksgiving. Check out the links for free stocks if you guys want to. I'll see you guys. I'm going to make one other video today going over the new exchange reported short interest and all of the other data that you guys need to know. So stay tuned for that. Love and appreciate you guys. Spread the positivity out there. I will see you guys in the next video.